I'm Kelsey.
I'm Ava.
I'm Kinsey.
And today we're going to talk about how to manage your time in college. What do you think are the best ways to manage your time while being at school?
I don't really think I specifically have a best way. I kind of just go by the beat of my own drum and see for like the week what I have to do, what I don't have to do, how busy I am. I think it kind of just depends on what I have going on in my life to be able to manage what is going on throughout the week.
I feel like I'm kind of similar where I just like have a long list of like this is everything I need to get done and this is when it needs to get done by, and I just do it at some point, but I don't really like carve out time for each thing, which I probably should.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like writing things out is a good way to like focus on the things that are important rather than like getting distracted by things like our phone, other distractions.
I don't know, just like phone, friends, anything that you think is a distraction.
I think I get distracted by my friends a lot, because like if I'm like, I like to do work at the training house, I don't know why. But then it's like, so I see someone walk by and they come say hi, and then like I like totally lose all mojo. Like,
I also tend to like, well, not with like the friends thing, but whenever I'm doing work, I'll prioritize whatever's due first. And then I'll move on, but then sometimes I don't start whatever it was that's due later in the week till like 2 days before it's due because I had to prioritize other things. But I mean, like, it was due first, so it's like,
you kind of have to like
kind of have to,
first,
yeah.
But then it's just tough because you almost like kind of screw yourself when you're like, okay, I have 2 days to do this like huge thing,
and then I'm like, oh my god, I don't have time.
and then I just like stress and have no time, and I just like frazzle.
I feel like it's pretty common too, and I feel like a lot of students can relate to something like that. It's kind of crazy how common it actually can be.
Yeah. I feel like it's something like everyone has this whether like people have like their time management systems. It's like I don't know how just so like fast paced and so it's like okay, actually you have an assignment at midnight, and then it's like that kind of can like throw.
It's also annoying too sometimes when you have like your set work and then professors all of a sudden are like, okay, now you have this.
Yeah.
And then it's just like another thing that you have to add. Like my professor did that to me last week, so I have another thing that I have to do. Which is kind of like trying to manage and be able to deal with all of like the work that I have, and also not getting too stressed over the amount of stuff that I have.
Yeah. I feel like something I like want to start doing is almost like time blocking. Like okay, say I have like I have like 5 classes, and I'm like okay, I have like 2 big project meetings too, so I'm gonna like set an hour for each of them. I don't know. I just feel like almost like blocking out my time for like specific things, not just like homework or like almost like being specific. Be more organized and like, I don't know, just like relax a little bit more.
I feel like that can help like stress too, and like make yourself feel more organized so you have time for each specific thing. Because when you do it all at once, it can become like stressful and overwhelming.
I do that for like stuff like that during the breaks between my classes, because it's always like a specific time. So it's like, oh, I have an hour till my class. I'll do this one assignment for an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I have a break from this. I have this class now, and I worry about that class. And I usually stay on campus too, pretty much all throughout the day. Because I know the moment I get on, the moment I'm not gonna want to do anything.
I think that's part of my problem too. Is I'm like, there's like between this and the next class, I have like a 3.5 hour gap, and I'm like, oh, like I'll just go home, and then I do nothing.
So I normally just force myself to stay on campus so I can like sit down and actually do some work. And then, and now that it's nice too, I'm probably gonna sit outside a little bit more and actually like sit in sun.
Yeah.
Photosynthesize. One with nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.